Cheers, metalheads worldwide. This is
LU4Export.
We are Aku and Leandro from the band Coffin, and every week we bring to you in a video of 5 minutes everything that we find important of a band that we consider is worthy of export.
This time we've chosen the Brazilian band Escarnium.
The name of the band comes from the word Escarnium. This is a word that stands for a mockery or scorn, to humiliate or despise someone. Quoting one of the creators of the band, the suffix was put there to make it sound more like Latin.
The band was formed in 2008 in Salvador de Bahia, Brazil, but since 2017 it's relocated in Münster, Germany.
Nowadays, they have different lineups for the live shows. They have session musicians from different nationalities.
The two only stable members are Victor Elian in guitar and vocals and Vitor Giovanni in bass and backing vocals.
The death metal they play automatically submerges you into a dark atmosphere. Although, in some parts, their sound can be related to the one of Incantation, Morbid Angel, Immolation, these Brazilians have a small twist that takes them to the old school of Swedish bands such as Vomitory or the first two albums of Hypocrisy.
Deep vocals, excellent guitar riffs, a dense bass and a exquisite drumming that goes from blast beats, fast tempo beats, breaks and incredible fills. All of this makes Escarnium a very consistent product, very fun to listen to.
In 2009 they released their first independent record, a 4-song demo called Covered in Decadence, which songwriting and sound remind us to the first masterpiece of Grave, Into the Grave. The following year, the same demo was re-released in tape by a label from Poland called Till You Fucking Bleed. This time it was a split tape with the band from Brazil, Inside Hatred.
In 2011, another Polish label, Hell Thrasher Productions, released the 3-song EP Rex Verminorum that also included the 4 songs from Covered in Decadence.
A year later, the same label released the first full length of the Brazilians, Excruciating Existence, where you can find more of Escarnium's own sound. It's an 8-song album plus bonus track that shows how they grew in their songwriting skills, with fast songs that go through different atmospheres without leaving the darkness that is a distinctive trait of this band.
That same year, they participated with 1 song in a split release with the band Incarceration from Brazil, and then in 2014, the Brazilian label Misanthropic Records launched a 7-inch vinyl with 2 songs, including his personal favorite, Radioactive Doom.
Since 2015, the Brazilians have been working with the American label Redefining Darkness, which were in charge of releasing this compilation album called Godless Shrine of Decay and the Great Interitus, which is the latest album up to date.
This album has 10 very well accomplished songs where we find an impeccable sound and a great songwriting that is a little less technical than the first album, but the songs are more convincing and better achieved. Their lyrics darken even more the already utterly blackened atmosphere of their music. Misanthropy, hopelessness, nihilism, in a few words, bad vibes, like everything that surrounds these Brazilian carriers of doom. Highlight for the song Salvation through Zyklon B, which narrates the suffering of a victim of the gas chamber. Their 2 full-length albums were recorded in Brazil. The first one, Excruciating Existence, was recorded in Studio 60 and Interitus in Revolution Studios in Salvador de Bahia. This last one was mixed and mastered by the Dutch producer J.V. van der Waal, former bassist of Aborted and Atrocity, among others. We find that Escarnium's works have progressively evolved to a level of brutality and deepness down to the underworld where we are rejoicing now. You'll find the links to these productions down below. The only official clip released by the band up to now is the one of the song Salvation through Zyklon B, released in 2013. But in 2014, the YouTube channel from Brazil, Heavy Metal Online,
released a promotional clip of the song Radioactive Doom.
Also, they have 3 excellent official lyric videos of the song, covered in Decadence, While the Furnace Burns, and Omnis Mortuus Est, something like Everybody's Dead.
Escarnium is a band that has traveled a lot of kilometers and they have many more to go. They have toured Europe 4 times, in 2012, 2013, 2016 and 2017. They have toured Mexico twice, in 2017 and 2018, and their home country twice, in 2014 and 2016. They are going to tour next year again Brazil, but this time with the band from Mexico, Decadence.
Hands down, Escarnium is a part of the Brazilian death metal elite. It's a very consistent band as regards sounds, lyrics and artwork.
Its darkness can be perceived since minute number 1, and live they descend even more into the pits of the Averno. We have the chance to play 4 times with them, 3 times in Brazil and 1 time in Germany, and we can tell you they kill live. If you enjoyed our video, like it, share and subscribe to our channel.
And activate notifications so every week we can show you a new Latin American band for export.
We want to make a toast for you guys and for Escarnium, this time with a German Pilsner brewed in Argentina, Hanover, and well, cheers metal worldwide. This was
Not the Underground 4 Export!